I think it's about dads who are like, look, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be in good shape? How bad do you want to be in good health? How bad do you want to make sure that you see your kid graduate or see them get married or walk your daughter down the aisle? Like, those are questions as dads we got to ask ourselves.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Dads on Purpose, the podcast, man. I'm your host, Josh Ashford, as always, with the big homie, Kev. What's good, bro?
What's up, baby?
Oh, nothing much, man. Nothing much. We got the man, the myth, the legend, straight out of LA. Sorry, Whittier, California. Man, we got DJ Inspires all here, man, to talk about dad bods and physical fitness and all that good stuff. How you doing, bro?
I am doing well, man. Very blessed to be on the podcast with you guys, and I'm a fan of y'all from afar, so it's good to be on here with y'all today.
Man, we gotta, once COVID is over, I want to actually get a studio set up so like we can actually sit down, so we can have that David Shands vibe where everybody just sitting there mixing. You know, they in Atlanta, man. They acting like they ain't got corona. We good over here, bro. Oh, the DJ get frozen.
There we go.
You back? All right, bro.
I'm back. Sorry, my Wi-Fi was tripping, so I had to turn it off. I turned it. I was like, let me just turn the Wi-Fi off. I don't know. We need
to get this studio straight.
Anyways, man, it's barbershop talk, man. We don't do the interview style over here. And man, I just want to talk about physical fitness and being a dad, because it's hard.
Yeah, like, man, it's crazy. And one of the things, like, you talking about being a fan of FAR, definitely a fan of DJ Inspires, being a FAR, bro, and watching you doing that 75 hard. Woo!
Bro, I hit him up. I was like, bro, I'm like, you done. You lifting all the weight.
Hey, man, he went from to. You're like, hold on, bro.
he hit that bodybuilder pose, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's amazing. Just what it takes in order for us to really get fit and for us to really get in shape. And it was very, very interesting to see you go through that transformation, bro, especially as a dad, and knowing that all the responsibilities you have as far as, work, as far as the things you do on the side, as far as taking care of your kid. And it was just inspiring to me, because I even was like, man, let me pull that jump rope back out. I might not be lifting weights, but let me at least jump rope a little bit harder. I might not get the pecs be popping out like that, but at least I'll be more fit.
Yo, how was that 75 hard though? Like, was it really? Because I saw it, and it's like I looked at it and then I looked away, because it was like it was like you got to do 2 45-minute workouts every day. You got to read, and then at the bottom it was like no excuses, no substitutions, and I was like, well, this ain't for me, bro. I was like, man, I'm going for a walk every day,
right, bro? When they said if you miss a day, you start all over, I was like, no, I'm done.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, you missed that part.
Hit. I would have been hit.
But watch this, y'all. Watch this. Let's let our dads know exactly why we're talking about being fit dads. Let's let them know why we're really talking about having to be fit. Listen, the leading cause of death for men is heart disease. Like, that's the leading cause of death. And the leading type of cancer is lung cancer. And I know in Tarrant County, I got the statistics from Tarrant County, but 51% of men in my area don't get enough exercise. So we know that exercise, trying to be fit, will decrease heart disease, will allow us to live longer. There's a statistic out there saying that women live twice as long as we do. So that means that
that's when we do dumb stuff.
Yeah, but watch this. If I'm even being a good dad, I could still leave before my wife and leave her having to raise my kids. Yeah. So that's just like, what are we doing? What can we do? Just how do we get on this journey? I know it's hard. I know it's time consuming, but I think this is just a conversation as men and fathers that we need to be having.
I like how you just hijacked my question to DJ, man. I was trying to hear about the 75 hard.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. You know, hey, that's what we do in the barbershop, man. Somebody come up with an idea, they just jump in. No, I'm just messing.
CD man come in.
I got those CDs.
DVDs, CDs. Man, so 75 hard. First of all, I'm with y'all. When I first heard about 75 hard, like I had a few of my friends do it. My trainer coach, Amy Davis, she was doing it and was like, say, hey, you should do it. And I was like, I'm good. And then I had some people, a part of the Breathe University with ET, Eric Thomas, who were doing the 75 hard. And so I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. So literally for several months, I was with y'all. I was like, I'm not doing this. Like 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes. And you got to start over, and you got to read every day. I ain't got time. Like, as if y'all may not know, like I have 100 jobs. I work full time at Fox. I'm a business owner. I do counseling and consulting with school districts. I do speaking engagements. Just a lot involved in my church. I just do a lot. I'm a family man, married, have a son. So just I'm spread thin already. So I was like, no, I ain't got time for this. And I honestly don't know what it was that made me like do it. It took me a whole year, I guess, starting this recent fitness journey of like, all right, I think I'm ready. Like I just literally, my coach was like, all right, you ready to do it now? And I'm like, actually, yeah, I think I am. And it just, all that hesitation, I finally, because I would look from afar, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
That 75 hard, man. It looked challenging. Like I like what's happening here. And I think for me, what really pushed me over was I was just ready for a new challenge, another challenge. I knew that this was something I kept pushing off, and I think that made it even more important for me to finally commit to it. And when I committed to it, I was very happy. Not during. I told people like, dude, I quit in my head like 75 times.
You got to work out on the weekends too?
Every day, for 75 days straight, 2 workouts a day. And I went out of town. So during 75 hard, we were dealing with a loss in the family. So my wife's grandmother had passed away. And so we had to keep going. We went to Arizona, I think 3 times. So I was on the road trying to eat food. I personally said I was going to eat fast food as part of my diet part. And so I couldn't eat fast food. I had to like be selective on what I was eating on the road. We went to Vegas for our anniversary, which was in the middle of 75 hard. So I went to Vegas during 75 hard, had to get up early, get my first walk in of the day or workout or whatever I ended up doing. And then I would wait a couple hours and then go and do a workout in the fitness center. And dude, like literally. And I mean, so many days where I was like, yo, I'm not feeling it today. I just don't want to. And that, I think that's what made it even better for me in terms of being able to persevere and being able to push through. And was the craziest thing I think for me was, my cousin had hit me up recently and was like, man, you don't know this, but I've been watching your journey. Mind you, I haven't talked to my cousin throughout in a while, like not fitness wise. He's like, because I've been watching you and your journey, like you pushed me and motivated me to start my own fitness journey. And so now he's lost like 15 or so pounds and he's working on himself. So look, I fought it. I finally did it. But I didn't regret it because it really just challenged me and pushed me to another level. And it just, for me, it was like, yo, there's really nothing you can't do. Like you worked out for 75 days straight, 45 minutes, went out of town, went to Vegas.
And one of those workouts has to be outside, right?
Yes, one has to be outside. So in California, it hasn't been cold.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you in Texas, bro, we waking up to 40 degrees.
Exactly. No, not so. And there was time. I was just gonna say that there was times where I'd be working out in front of my house, and my neighbors would be like, "Yo, it's hot. Like, why you out here?" Like, I was going for a walk one day, and one of my other neighbors down the street stopped me. He's like, "Man, like I see you working out every single day. It could be hot, it could be whatever, and you are always out here working out." And I'm like, he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm doing this challenge. I got to work out every day." And I was just explaining it to him. He's like, "Man, props to you. Like I couldn't do it." And a lot of people said that to me, "Man, that couldn't be me," and I couldn't do it. And I was like, you know what? You actually can. You just limit yourself in what you are able to do, what's possible.
I
And
feel
you
like
decide in your mind.
You talking rude now.
You decide. I'm just
Hold
saying,
on, man.
You decide in your mind, like, oh, you defeated yourself. Like, I can't do that. So I'm just going to accept in my mind that I'm not going to be able to. And for me, I was like, I know I can. And each and every day I had to decide and make a decision to do it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I recommend 75 Hard for those who just need, like, it just kind of kicks you in gear and really pushes you to a level that you didn't think was possible. And for me, I was going through a bulk throughout 75 Hard. I know a lot of people lose weight and they transform a lot, but I was actually intentionally trying to gain weight, which was hard. You're working out 2 times a day for 75 days straight. I kept losing weight and I was increasing my calories pretty much throughout the challenge. So yeah, man, 75 Hard.
Bro, how old is your son? Because I know you have a son, and you said it earlier on the show. Mm-hmm. And so my excuse, and that's okay, I'm gonna say it's an excuse, is that I got 202. I got 202, and it's before the second one came, because the second one, she was born in the pandemic. She was born in July, and when we just had the one, my wife would wake up. And if the baby woke up, she would take care of her because I worked out at like 5:30 in the morning. So I would get up, knock that out, get it in, be good. But now that we got two, it's like, okay, she can't get both of them. And so then it's like, okay, well now she's working from home and I'm here. I got my 9 to 5 and then I got the podcast and then I got the online dad community. Shout out to Dads on Purpose online community. Y'all go on Facebook. So I got the community, then I got the clothing brand, and then it's like I still got to be a husband too. And so, talk about that. Like, how did that work out with your son and your wife and your family?
Yeah, perfect. And a lot of times, I think us dads, like, we recognize that we have all these responsibilities, and we got to take care of the kids, and we got to do all these things, and so we prioritize those things over our health and our fitness. And I think, since starting this journey, it was trial and error. In the beginning, it was all about, I got to get my workout in. I don't care what's the problem. I don't care if the kid has to be at an appointment or what. Like, I got to get my workout in. And the wife quickly put me in my place. Really quickly.
Hold on, bro. You got kids over here, man. You got a wife over here too.
Exactly. So my son is 3. And so I said, okay, all right, she's right. I got to make sure that I'm getting this in before they wake up. Mm-hmm. And so I made, even if I went to bed, so there would be times where, me and my wife, we were working through some things this year. And so I was I usually would go to bed at a decent time. She usually stays up late. So I know many times throughout the journey, I would stay up late with her, watch a show with her or something, go to sleep, and still force myself to wake up early just so I can get the workout in so I wouldn't mess up family time or mess up anything that was going on. And then luckily, when she started going back to work in about August, I'm still working from home for the most part. And so that I had that time to, when she was at work, she took kids to the daycare. I had that time at home where I had a break in my work, usually like hour or so. I'll get that quick 45-minute in, and then I'll be good to go. So but one, I've gotten lucky because I've been working from home and I have that time. But when we are together or when, family time is about to be impacted, I made sure to get it in super early. And so I think it's about dads who are like, look, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be in good shape? How bad do you want to be in good health? How bad do you want to make sure that you see your kid graduate or see them get married or walk your daughter down the aisle? Like, those are questions as dads we got to ask ourselves. And then you have to decide, do I want to sleep in or do I want to get this workout in early, which I know I'm going to feel better and make the adjustments throughout. I think me being able to work out and have that as my self-care right now really helps me kind of maintain this crazy chaotic schedule that I have. So great
That's
question.
dope. That's dope. That's dope. Because I think one of the biggest things a lot of dads have to say is like time. I can't find the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and like we have so many things, whether we're working, taking care of our families, or being a husband, or it's time. Time is one of the number one things that gets in the way. And I like what you were saying, man. Either you woke up early or you did it late at night. And I think a lot of us don't think of it like that. It's like, bro, it's been some times where I know I didn't get my workout in. I roll over at 11 o'clock at night and get it in. And listen, fellas, yeah, bro, I just because I knew I had to get it in.
I ain't got no energy at 11 p.m.
Hey, man, but like DJ said, man, when you have a goal, and I think that's one of the things that needs to push us into, man, I'm not trying to be like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be on the stage flexing my muscles, but I do want to be healthy. Does it make sense? I do want to be healthy, and I think sometimes we set our goals too high. Like I'm gonna build my chest up, or I'm gonna have my forearms, and miss the sight of just being healthy and trying to get in a good workout just to be healthy. And just to let the dads know, we're talking about 75 Hard. You don't have to go and do this. We're not sponsored by them today. It's just that DJ was going through it. We got to see him go through the journey and walk with him through the journey. But there's other things that we can do as well. And I think that will help us get that workout in. I know for me, I had knee surgery and I used to laugh, bro. The doctor was like, all you can do is walk now. And I was like, man, I'm not gonna walk. Man, I played football. I used to squat 500. Like I used to bench press 300. I'm not gonna just be no walker walking around here like an old person. But we have to, what I've learned in my fitness journey was I had to find something that I enjoyed. I had to find something that I liked. I had to find something. And another thing was, when I started my fitness journey of trying to get back into shape, I did the whole, group fitness. Shout out to my coach, Coach Rick Will with Amp Fitness. Like we were in there, we were going every morning, we were doing the boot camps. But then what I realized was like, man, I don't need to go that hard. Like I don't need that in my life. And so that's what started me on the journey of discovering jump roping. Was that, I wanted something that I could do at home. I wanted something that wasn't going to take me 2 hours to do. I wanted something, you know what I mean? I wanted something that could be quick, that could be simple, and then I could just go on with my day. And that's how I got started with jump roping and, doing heavy jump rope and just trying to discover something that would really be able to fit my time and fit my schedule just to keep me healthy. Because I think that's the most important thing that we have to realize. Fathers, we're not talking about being like dad of the year and muscular, and all that. We're just talking about how do we get fit? How do we get fit? How do we get healthy in that piece?
Bro, I think you hit that on the head, man, because that is my biggest thing, getting out my own way. So like I linked up with Cortez. Shout out to Sweat with Swag on IG. If you want somebody to work out with, hit up Cortez. He's dope. He ain't sponsoring this, but he should. But no, so I did the workout challenge with Cortez, right? It was 21 days. And so what y'all don't know is I used to bodybuild. And so when I was 24, I was bodybuilding. I was on my way to 6,000 calories a day. I was, 240 shredded and still bulking. Like I wish I could find a picture of it, but yeah, your boy was in there. And I was counting my macros every day. I was like, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I know I got to have, 110 fat. I got to have this many protein, this many carbs. And so when I hooked up with Cortez, I tried to go back to that. And then like from day one, because I was like, okay, I know how to lose weight. Like I know how to lose weight. This is what I need to do. And so my wife was like, oh, she's like, you really doing this? She's like, well, what about dinner? And then what about this? And da-da-da-da-da. And so what happened was I made it too complicated for not only for me, but for my family.
That's good.
A lot of times with this whole fitness journey and trying to stay healthy and trying to be active, bro, we just overcomplicated. Like, yeah, I want to lose weight, but I can just not have that ice cream, right? I could just not have that. One of my favorite things about being a dad, I just posted on IG today, is that I want my daughter to eat, but I love when she don't eat everything because dad's clean. I'm coming in there. I'm batting cleanup. And so, I just don't have that extra helping or whatever it is. But like you said, Kev, find something that you enjoy. So I love walking. I got me some Brooks walking shoes, and your boy be, power walking around here. So I'm in Texas, but I'm originally from LA. So I still wear the crew socks. And so my wife be talking about me because I got black Brooks. And then I have some black crew socks on, bro, looking like somebody grandpa out here in the streets. And I don't care, bro. I don't care. But yeah, man, make it simple. I love to walk. I love just taking in the environment, like everything that God's blessed us with. I don't like listening to podcasts or anything. Y'all listen to this podcast while you're working out, though. Yeah. I don't like listening to anything while I'm working out. I just like being out there. So,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. Man, you said something good though, Josh. You said like the nutrition, the food, and I think that's another big thing. I know when I put out a poll out there, they were like, "Man, my wife be cooking," or and I've even noticed it in my household, like just how we eat, and how have you guys been able to like?
I was about to say, DJ, what was you eating? Now, were you on a strict diet or what?
So for 75 hard, since I was bulking, I wasn't on a strict diet, just sticking to the macros. Yeah. But I just to challenge myself, I told myself I wasn't going to eat at some of my favorite places that I like to eat at. Wasn't going to eat any fast food, no cookies, no desserts, things that I like to eat.
Was that just for 75 hard, but is that like every day though?
So that was just for 75 hard. Now, kind of sticking to it for the most part. I don't really eat fast food. I get a meal prep. I partner with a meal prep, Savage Eats, and they, hook me up.
Yeah, man, I seen that French toast.
It's so good, man. You tearing it up. But yeah, I'm actually the cook in my house. So usually I'll be making the meals for the fam. So I actually my wife wanted some like ground beef casserole she found on Facebook. But I got you, because rarely, she gives me stuff like, hey, can you, make this or whatever. So I made that. But typically I will make something that fits into my macro.
Nice.
And luckily enough to be able to do that. But y'all hit it right on the head. Nutrition, I think, is more important than even working out. Like making sure that you're not overeating, making sure that you're kind of, something that I would do is kind of, I guess, eat well throughout the day, and then maybe have my dinner be something that, I splurge a little bit. Like just being super conscious and aware of the different things that we're putting into our body. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was the workout. Like I think the biggest thing for me over the last year, when I started my fitness journey, I'm with you guys. Like I had in my mind what it took to get in shape, and it was complicated. I ran track in college and high school. So just, know what it was like being an athlete. At least I thought I did. And so when I got hooked up with my coach, and she just kind of put me on game of like, this is kind of what it's going to take to get in shape and get it, get the body that I guess you want, right? Get away from the traditional dad bod and creating what you think is the new dad bod, right? Dad bod. I have a friend that says dad bod 2.0.
Hey.
But like for me, it was shifting my mind of what it takes to get in shape. And so like, I, for the most part, haven't done huge cardio throughout this journey. I know when quarantine hit, I was doing a lot of cardio just because the gyms were closed. And then, of course, during 75 hard. But for the most part, this transformation has just been me committing myself to the gym, which, and I don't know about y'all, like working out, like lifting weights is not a challenging thing. I'm a track athlete. You talking about having to run miles and 400 sprints and 300 sprints, like hard, challenging workouts. And so going to lift some weights, that's not challenging at all, at least to me. So for me, that's why it has gotten fun, this journey, just because all I got to do is go to the gym and commit about an hour, maybe less, of some 3 sets of this, 3 sets of that, boom, 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 and I'm done, right? I don't have to do much more. So I think it's important to figure out what works best for you, what's easy for you, like what workouts that you like. I just discovered jump rope during my 75 hard journey. So my wife, I'm excited, got me cross ropes for my birthday.
Yeah, welcome to the team, baby.
What's
Yeah,
Crossroads?
so
I'm gonna Google that. Right? What's Crossroads?
Crossroads is
so
a company. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh
Crossroads
no, you know more than me. I just got
man,
it.
I love Crossroads, man. I discovered Crossroads. Shout out to
those
the
look dangerous, bro.
they man, I discovered
those things, them joints look like if they hit your leg, it's gonna hurt.
They do, they definitely do. But I discovered cross rope. Shout out to the jump rope dudes. There are a couple of YouTube guys that have jump rope workouts, and they use cross ropes. And that's how I started my jump rope journey, is through them. And I ordered my first set, the old school set, through them. And what they do is they create heavy ropes. And it's not heavy rope in the handle, it's the actual cable that's heavy. And so you go from a ½ pound to a 1 pound to a 2 pound to, I think the heaviest they got is what, a 6? I don't know. It just got so many. And then then they have actual workout routines that you can use with the ropes. But it definitely gives you a chest workout, a back workout, an arm workout as you jump with the jump ropes. And I mean, I live by them. I actually bought my wife some so she can get in on it. But yeah, jump.
Bro, I'm really like studying. My bad, man. My head was down this whole time. I've been looking at them like,
hey, bro, it's the truth, bro. Like, it is.
I can't wait to break mine, man. I just got them for my birthday, so I'm like, ooh, let me. Because I was doing the jump rope workout.
Happy belated birthday, bro!
Oh, thank you, I appreciate it.
Kevin acting like he don't follow you on IG.
I do, but I just wanted to recognize him on the podcast, bro. We can't just be on the podcast.
Appreciate that. Yeah, but I had been doing the jump rope dudes workouts with a regular jump rope.
Nice.
And that was challenging me. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get the set so I can do it with them and switch to the 1 pound and switch to the 2 pound. So get it in. Exactly. Hey, you laughing right now? But when you start doing those workouts,
no, bro. Look, I got jump ropes in the garage, bro. I don't use them. I like start getting them, and I got my little stopwatch. I got my little stopwatch, and I'll go a minute. And so my back, once you go out my garage, my ground is slanted. And so your boy be going uphill on there, or like my whole entire neighborhood is at an angle everywhere. So wherever I go, I'm gonna be it's gonna be a slant, an incline or something like that. And so that just adds another thing to it. But I be out there I for a little bit. I don't be doing all the double dutches and whatever. I don't know what you do.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing about I'm just gonna add this in just for anybody who's encouraged by jump roping and wanting to even try it. The beautiful thing about it is the high what they call it, the HIIT, the high intense interval workouts with the jump ropes. Man, you can do that for like 15 to 30 minutes, and that will give you a full workout as if you were in a gym. And that's what really sold me on the jump roping was, man, I can do this workout and not necessarily be out there for 45 minutes. I could do a 15-minute workout and get a good burn. Get a really good burn.
That was my favorite thing about when I was bodybuilding was the HIIT exercises. Like I hated them, but I loved them. Yeah. And so I remember my coach, whenever he would give me like a low cardio day, I'd just be on the treadmill walking, but them HIITs, because I had to do mine outside. Sometimes I'd be on the bike, but I loved and I hated going outside. And he'd be like, he's like, find you a stretch of grass at a park where you can just all out sprint for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So I would do that 6 times with like a minute and a half rest, and that would be my HIIT. And so like that's a short workout. And so you could do the same thing with the jump ropes. And so that's why I love HIIT. I loved it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, DJ, man, you said something about when we first started, man. You said you had a coach. So what do you mean you got a coach?
Yeah, so can you guys hear me okay? Something happened with my headphones. You guys hear me okay?
A little bit. It's like faint.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I can hear Kev clicking his pen though.
My bad. Y'all know I got all this energy over here. I got to find some way to.
I'm like, he over there burning up, just sitting there. He like.
So I used to work with my coach at a prior job, and she, I just saw her from afar, like on her fitness journey, trying to figure things out. Realized that she became my coach trainer. So I just hit her up, sometime last year. I was like, hey, help me out. Just asked her a question, and it just kind of went from there. Like, she told me about like First Form and just app and all these different things that I use now, and that kind of pushed me to, be where I am today. So she just kind of been coaching me online. I worked with her yesterday actually. But sometimes we'll work out together. But for the most part, she just kind of coaches me from afar. Gives me guidance with my macros, and so okay, now we're on a plan where I'm doing power 1 week, switching to a hypertrophy workout, which is just high reps, low volume, I guess. So
yeah,
I would do like 3 sets of 20 at like 50%, 60% of my max or something like that. So yeah, she just kind of guided me for the most part.
I like it, man. Well, bro, man, I know you got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. Kev got to go do something and go work out.
Yeah.
But man, what do you have something for the dads out there? I know we talked a lot about the physical fitness and everything, and then Kev talked about the statistics and like how important it is for us to work out, man, and not just like on some looking good stuff, but like for your health as well. What will be like your last impactful word for somebody about their fitness journey?
Yeah, I think it doesn't have to be complicated. Like, I think that's the biggest thing that I learned over the last year in my fitness journey. I used to think like, oh, I gotta play basketball. I love to play basketball. So I got basketball 4 times a week. I get some runs in a couple times a week, and it's like, bro, anybody will get tired of doing that after a while. So once I kind of learned and understood for myself, like it ain't that complicated, bro. Just go to the gym, hit chest and tries on this day, and then come back the next day and hit biceps and back, and then hit legs the next day, and just repeat the cycle, and then rest, and then you're good to go. And I'm like, that's more like my language. When I go to the gym, although I am working and I'm pushing weight and stuff, I'm not expending a whole lot of energy. There's times I come out of the gym and I barely break a sweat. And it's not that I didn't work out hard or didn't lift heavy. It's just it doesn't require that type of exertion from me.
Yep.
So I just think for anybody who's on there or listening to this, I'm like, man, I like that. I want to get on my own fitness journey. I think you just got to make it specific to you. Just understand what it's going to take and mean for you to be in shape. Don't get caught up in these, I'm now confident enough, I guess I could say, and y'all might feel this. I'm confident enough to follow some of these, IG dudes that are like super buff and look real good and have bodies that I aspire to have someday. But I imagine, for those who are not, you might not want to be watching this because you might get this false idea of what it's like to be in shape and what it's like to, look good, I guess. But I think you just gotta have in your mind what it is that you want, right? How healthy do you want to be? Do you want to be, get that 6-pack back or get away from that keg? Do you want, you got to kind of think about what it is that you want and just go after it.
So that's
you want the 4-pack? yeah, exactly.
I just want it to be smooth. You ain't got to see nothing. I just don't want to have a gut. That's all.
Simple goals. I think those are totally okay goals, especially for dads who are just getting into the journey. So I think you just got to make it specific to you.
Love it. Kev, you got anything to say before we get out of here, bro?
Man, I like to think about nutrition, what you guys were talking about nutrition. And fellas, don't feel bad if you don't understand macros and macros. I still haven't really figured it out, macros and macros. So when y'all was saying that, I was like, yeah, I don't know it. But when I talk about nutrition, what DJ said was just cut out the fast food, cut out, just try to trim your diet to fit a lifestyle that makes you happy, that makes your family happy. Now, do I go out and eat? Like, yes, but I don't go out and eat every day. And then I try to watch what I'm putting into my body. And one of the things that really helped me, and I know my body does really well, is intermittent fasting. And so when I'm really trying to knock down a size or knock down some weight, I go on this intermittent fasting for a month. But man, make nutrition fun, make it exciting. Like, try some new things. Don't try to be like, man, I can only have this, I can only have that. You just can't have too much of everything, right? So that would just be my thing. Make nutrition fun. Make it fun for the family. Get the family involved. Try to find some things that all of you guys can eat together, so that you can start your fitness journey today.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, that's about it, man. Yo, if you guys are out there on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, share this with 3 people, give us some reviews on iTunes podcast, man. And we're here every Friday. So y'all take care, and we'll see y'all later.
Yeah, buddy. Peace.